Mic check, mic check.
Going live. Lights, cam, action.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the Road to Redemption podcast. I'm, as always, your host, Cam Williamson, and thank you so much for joining me once again. I want to thank our sponsor, SauceUnlimited.com. Guys, they got the dopest apparel going right now. Look, you know how many compliments I get when I wear this one and the other one with just the hand squeezing the bottle? A ton. I get so many people that ask me, hey man, where do you get it? SauceUnlimited.com. Just go get it, guys. There's no codes, nothing crazy. Just go get it. It's a great shirt, affordable price. Go get them. They got tons of stuff going on over there. I want to thank you all so much for coming over to the YouTube channel and subscribing. 500 subscribers. We did it. We made it. Here we are. Connor Letty, at Connor Letty. Let me see what I'll shout out your IG channel, brother. Connor Letty, Connor_221. Connor Letty, he's the one that won the Happy Valley Pipe Company. I'll show you guys. Guess what? Happy Valley Pipe Company is so amazing that the custom Road to Redemption pipes, you can actually get those. So you've seen the pictures. I've put them in here now. If you haven't seen them, you can go to roadtoredemptionpodcast.com. I'll put them over there. Go check out the YouTube channel where you can see it live in video. Bam! Upgrading everything. Congratulations are still in order. It's a congratulatory. I wish I had one of those party popper things. I don't. I wish I had one. Nate the Train Landwehr, that bad mofo, Nate the Train Landwehr. He goes out, excuse me, as I predicted, and Nate Landwehr absolutely demolishes Darren the Damage Elkins. Look, guys, the first round, it went to Darren. He was just more active. Now, Nate cut him open real good. They just clashed heads. Cut him open real good. Doctor looked at it twice. They told him, hey, he's still good to go. Now, after that first round, I think Nate was still just getting kind of comfortable. They're both more of a slow starter type fighter. Darren just struck first. I think his octagon experience in the UFC he was more ready to engage. And he definitely underestimated Nate, because when Nate finally got comfortable in there, and you could see very clearly when you guys go watch the fight when that happened, because Nate began to beat on his chest, and he started punching himself in the face. At one point he put his hand behind his back, which is, against a guy like Darren Elkins, for Darren Elkins not to advance when Nate did that, that means that with all those shots that Nate was hitting him with, they were hurting him. Because for him to put his hand behind his back and Darren not to rush in because he knew what Nate was going to do, come on. Now, what did I tell you guys also in my UFC Jacksonville prediction? Nate's a fucking monster in the clinch, guys. He's no joke in the clinch. You cannot, every single time he wrapped up, bang, bang with those knees. Guys, to call a man the Damage, and he earned that nickname. Nobody would contest that. To earn the name the Damage, and then to steamroll him like the Train did. Wow. And then he was amazing on the mic afterwards. Nate, it was great. I'm so proud of him. I've never been more proud of a person. So let's talk about it, man. What does it take? What does it take to become that, to reach that next level? When I watched Nate, when Nate was here in studio, he was literally in this room in front of this backdrop when it was the other way on the other side of the room. Nate was here and he was at a completely different level of his life, and that was less than a year ago. I think it was less than a year ago still. I think we did that interview in April, so it's been a little over a year. And look, now Nate has gone from being the champion of M1 Global. He's seen defeat in the octagon at the UFC, and then he's overcome it and put on a hell of a fight against a UFC veteran in Darren Elkins and just mangled him, guys. They kept comparing the Damage to a Tony Ferguson opponent because he was just so mangled. And yes, he's got a lot of scar tissue, but Nate cut that shit open. Nate was amazing. Nate, he got taken down once, got right back up, then he started stuffing takedowns. He handled Darren on the ground, which, again, guys, Darren Elkins has been there with the best of the best, so that just shows Nate the Train is here to stay in the UFC. But like I said, what does it take, right? What does it take? The motivation to change, right? To change. You have to do things. I guarantee you now his routines are probably similar, but since the time that Nate last sat in this chair, or in these chairs in the studio, I'm sure his routines and his how he trains is probably a tad bit different. And I'm guessing that everything in his life is very different. From the things he reads to the way he learns to the level that he learns at. And to me, I think it's important to constantly check on what are we doing? You know, what are we putting in? I constantly, when I go run, right? There's a few songs that I really love when I run, but when the hills come up and the run gets hard, I find myself going to these songs to get me through it, right? But I asked myself, what if I took the song away? Or what if I changed the song to something else? Would I still get up the hill? I think I would, but the point that I'm trying to make is you can't keep listening to the same thing and expecting to get better, right? I'm still listening to the same song to get up the same hill, whatever, where, okay, fine, Nate did what he had to do to get to the champion of M1 Global, which is no joke. You're fighting the top of the top in Russia and all over the world. It's right there with the UFC. Then he goes to the UFC. Oh my God. Oh my God. So guys, don't get stuck in these motivational pattern routines where you find yourself, oh man, I don't feel like doing this today. Let me just go on YouTube and type in motivational video 2020 and I'll go listen to Eric Thomas scream for 15 minutes, or I'll listen to Gary Vaynerchuk tell me the same shit over and over again. Like, and I'm not trashing those. I know a lot of people are like, oh, fuck this guy, I'm gonna turn him off because he doesn't like Gary. Fuck, whatever. It's not that I don't like him. Whatever. Just stop. Change up, man. Change it up. If you're listening to the same thing because you're still trying to reach the same goal or a similar one to the last time, here's a nutshell. Let's bring it all into a nutshell. Every time when I go on the run to get up the hill, I turn on the same song, right? That's a mental note. That's a sticky note that I made in my mind. Oh, hey, when you do this, when you're here, you do this. It's kind of, I always watch for triggers. So to me, I have to find a way to start finding new goals, find a new hill, right? It's not necessarily the song, I apologize. It's not necessarily the song that's the problem. It's not that I'm using it to help me get up the hill, but it is the fact that I'm still struggling to get up the same hill, and I'm using the same song to get up it, so therefore I need to listen to something else because this isn't working. I need to push harder to get up the hill to make it hard. You get it? Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? You can't keep listening to the same material expecting shit to change, you know? I get it. It's the definition of insanity. I guess this was kind of a ramble. Whatever. I'm super excited. I'm so happy. It's like a lighthearted affair with Nate winning. I'm so glad that we get to celebrate that. It was a great card. It was good fights. Good fights. Way better fights than I think the names on the card would expect most people, or would have most people expecting to believe. I'm really excited to hear that Tony Hawk Pro Skater is coming back. They're remastering Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I think that is just amazing. If quarantine has taught us nothing, it's that we will dive deep into some retro crap. We've been watching Wreck-It Ralph here at my house for like the last, I don't know, month and a half. We just go back and forth between Wreck-It Ralph 1 and Wreck-It Ralph 2, and right now the nostalgia era is very big. Everyone wants to go back in time when things were better, when times were simpler, when, you know, this and that and this and that. So I think it's an absolute savage move by Tony Hawk to bring that back right now. I don't have a console of any sort. I don't have like an Xbox or a PlayStation, so I definitely won't be getting any of those, but hey, I think it's dope that they're going to do it, and hopefully I'll be somewhere one day and they'll have it, and I'll see if I can still hang in there. I'll always pick Bam Margera if he's available. I've heard that they're going to make like Lil Wayne and Travis Barker characters available. They made Travis Barker available in like one of the very last ones that they did. He was like an unlockable player, so that's pretty cool. Lil Wayne, cool, whatever. I don't really give a shit about that. Travis Barker and Machine Gun Kelly, they just came out with a song, Bullet for My Valentine, or they got an album coming out, but the song Bullet for My Valentine is on it. It's incredible. It's like #1 on YouTube right now. He's like, #1 rock song in Australia and in the US or some crazy shit. Hey, clap, applause to MGK and Travis Barker. Travis has always got the respect he deserves, but shout to Kells and the EST crew getting the clout that they finally deserve. It took a quarantine and it took people being locked inside their house for people to finally shut up and listen to Kells and listen to his skills and what he says. Now again, as soon as I say this, I know I'm going to start getting a whole bunch of bullshit from people going, yeah, well, he lost that battle to Eminem. First off, no he didn't. Killshot sucked. Second off, Rap Devil was the shit. That's just lyrically, he destroyed him. Eminem came with the same old whack-ass boring shit he's been doing for the last whatever. It was lame. I'm sorry, but it was. It was lame. Killshot was lame. Rap Devil definitely won. Then, he really kind of chilled. He came out with the album. It wasn't really an album. It was more of an EP that he put out. And it was more like a druggy kind of whatever. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But it was whatever. It had a few good songs. Like I liked Candy. I liked Loco. I thought all those were good. Well, I'm sorry. That came out on Hotel Diablo. Hotel Diablo was then followed up by this kind of strange EP that he put out. And I don't know why I'm gapping the name of that fucking EP that he put out. It wasn't called Loco, I don't think. Let me look. But anywho, after that, he comes out and he put out Hotel Diablo, which was fire from front to cover. Absolutely loved it. This is going to drive me nuts. Why can't I think of the... I know, I can even see the picture. It's him sticking his tongue out. Search, Machine, Gun Kelly. Let's see, what was the name of that freaking EP that he put out? Yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. It was not great. It was not great. When I first listened to it, it was just, you could tell he was really, really into, like, The Drugs Binge was the name of it. 2018 came out. Yeah, but anyway, this is not turning negative. Congratulations, Machine Gun Kelly. You're putting out music that you like. Stop painting your fucking nails. I think that's the weirdest thing. I get it. You're an artist. Stop painting your fucking nails, please. Why? Don't paint your nails. Be you and be doing the stuff, but like, why? My wife and I were sitting there watching an interview with him, and I was like, oh, look at Kells, you know, it's great, it's so cool. He was on the web sesh that Chris Webby and Pete Davidson did for 420, and he hops on there, and he's smoking it backwards, and he's got these real long fingernails, and he's smoking like this, like real proper. He's got black fingernails, Kells. I get it. You've been hanging out with Youngblood and all this, and that's when the nails started, but hey, just don't. You know, you can, but don't. Anywho, off that. I love how MGK is like my #1 hero. I love him. He's my favorite rapper of all time, and I was starting this segment to give him clout, and I ended up shitting on him twice. So that's great. That would be good to put that out on the interwebs. It'll be the one video he actually checks out of mine. He'll be like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" And then it's me shitting on him. Not all the ones where, you know, I talked about. I actually did do a video when that Eminem vs. MGK battle was going on. In the heat of it, your boy was hot taken. What else? What else is going on? Not much, to be very honest. This week has been sort of like a transition period. I've just been planning a lot. Like today's Monday, so we got the podcast out just a hair late, but that's all good. We've been putting out a ton of content, so I'm sure you guys are a little tired of hearing my voice by now. We got a few exciting things coming up. Got some good cooking shows that you guys should be seeing drop soon. Don't forget, guys, now that the 500 giveaway is over, we are doing 1,000, so don't drop off and be assholes. Make sure you guys stay subscribed because we're doing another one for 1,000. But it's not just going to be a pipe. I want to do a big one for 1,000, right? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, guys, if you want to help and you want to help your chances of getting a part of the big package that we're going to do for 1,000, bring your friends in. If you like the videos and if you like the podcast, then your friends will too, yes? Yes. Maybe I should do an episode where I act like I have Jeff Goldblum in studio and I just do an entire podcast where I talk like Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, so it'd be very romantic. Yeah. What else happened in our week? Nothing. It's Monday. Over the weekend, my family and I just kind of hung out. I've been chilling with my kiddo a lot. I'll tell you, one thing that doesn't get enough attention, right? I think if one thing is needed on the Road to Redemption podcast, I think complaining about the sufferings of mental health is one thing that really needs to continue. So I think I'll bring to you the current sufferings of Cam and his anxiety, right? So throughout the week, right, I don't often have the issue. I was thinking about Joe Rogan and Chris D'Elia were having a conversation where my wife and I followed up the conversation where they were talking about, as an adult, have you ever shit yourself? And, you know, Chris D'Elia was like, absolutely not. No. One time, almost, you know, he was on his way to Eminem's. Go watch the Joe Rogan with Chris D'Elia if you want the whole story. But anyway, Chris D'Elia was like, no, I haven't. Joe Rogan says, hey, you're not taking enough chances in life. I've almost, you know, shit myself quite a few times, or he has. So I told my wife, I was like, that's kind of odd, you know. As an adult, I have never shit myself, ever. I said, I've never even really, like, I've had a few times that I can honestly say where I was a little nervous, but I don't live so dangerously, or my cuisine doesn't get so sketchy to the point where I actually have to worry about, oh my God, I might shit myself. Now, I had food poisoning, and I was right next to a bathroom. That was probably the closest. But anywho, with the anxiety, I have to only equate that if you live that scandalous lifestyle in the tummy palate department, for people with anxiety, it's almost like those people, every time they get a little going in their stomach, it's got to be like when I get a chest pain. Because with anxiety, those with anxiety know, if you get a chest pain, well, first and foremost, that's a heart attack. Friend, you're dying. Oh no, heart attack, you're gonna die. That's just first and foremost. Now, I'm a self-admitted hypochondriac, have been my whole life. I always think I'm dying, always. And I'm usually in great health every time a doctor checks up on me. But that does not ease the brain. I always think I'm dying. So, yeah, I also smoke backwards. So that's really good for chest pains, if you guys don't know. Disclaimer, smoking's bad for you. Whatever. Yeah. So I live with this constant, I don't know, I would say 25 to 40 times a day. I get just a feeling. It doesn't have to be a pain even. It could be a feeling anywhere from the center of my chest, anywhere in my arm down to my left fingertip. And if I have a sensation, heart attack. That's just heart attack, and I sit there and just wait on everything to go black and me to just... That's the constant, you know, insufferable, non-stop thinking that your boy lives with every single day. So I can only equate that to the people that walk around constantly thinking they're going to shit themselves. If you walk around all day long with that, you're an animal. You're an animal. I can't control mine. I can with cannabis, you know, hey. But, less salsa on the burrito, guy. When you go get the chili dog, maybe leave the onions off. See what I'm saying? What the fuck are you people eating? That you're actually stuck in traffic wondering that you might fill your cup holder or your back pockets with your own beef gravy. What the fuck did you make for dinner? I'm sitting here smoking backwoods, self-inflicting chest pains on myself, thinking I'm having heart attacks. You guys eating spicy foods, going to Mexican cuisines, almost shitting in your soft interior of your car. What the fuck? What kind of lives? Seriously. I don't understand. Like, go see a doctor if that's something you actually struggle with. Yeah? If you're having such loose control of your faculties that, I'm 10 minutes away and I got 8.5. What am I going to do? I got a Kroger bag and a cup holder with my name on it. I don't understand what is wrong with some people. I really don't. And then they sat there and acted like that was a completely normal thing. And I heard like 2 other podcasts, because that's what happens, when Joe Rogan talks about something, then the fighter and the kid will talk about it, and then Theo Von will talk about it, and eventually somebody like me will have an idea based off the 1,000 of hours of content that we've watched from these knuckleheads. As far as content goes, I mean, it's been all about fights, really. This last weekend was all about Nate. On Saturday and even Friday, I wanted to watch all the weigh-ins and stuff, and then Sunday I wanted to watch all the interviews that he did. So, content-wise, yeah, I haven't even... Oh my god, I'm so lying. Guys, The Wrong Missy on Netflix. If you have not watched The Wrong Missy with David Spade, freaking Nick Swartzen, I don't know the lady's name who plays the main character. She definitely deserves the shout, so I'm going to look it up right now. Guys, this is seriously the funniest movie I have seen in easily 10 years. Easily 10 years. Now, I say that meaning like in 10 years, Old School and them came out longer than 10 years ago. Old School like is hilarious. When I say I haven't laughed this hard at seeing a movie for the first time, like if I watch Old School now, I would still laugh as hard as I did to the Wrong Missy, but I have not laughed as hard the first time watching a movie in a very long time. Let's give these guys a huge shout. The Wrong Missy 2020 film cast: David Spade, Lauren Lapkus, and I'm pretty sure she is a Saturday Night Live cast member, but we'll look that up. Sarah Chalk, she was Elliot in Scrubs, plays a kind of a minor role, but she's good in it. Nick Swartzen, fucking hilarious. Rob Schneider absolutely kills it as the accent character. Vanilla Ice makes I'm not gonna give away all the spoils. Oh, by the way, guy to look out for, Chris Witowski. He was in the show Love on Netflix. He is very, very funny. Sweesh. If you guys have seen The Wrong Missy, very, very funny. Guys, check it out. Lauren Lapkus. Let's see. What does she do? What are you? Voice actress. She's an American actress, voice actress, comedian, impressionist, known for portraying Susan Fisher in the Netflix original series Orange is the New Black. So she was in the show Crashing. Okay, so she was not a Saturday Night Live. I don't remember her from Orange is the New Black, but I can't lie and say that I watched that a whole lot. Anyway, it's Monday, and most of you, maybe some of you are still in quarantine. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people got real fed up with that shit, and they were like, hey, fuck your state recommendations, and I'm going to the El Guacamoles to get me some potential diarrhea inside my BMW bucket seats. Seems to be the popular thing. People are finished with this recommendations of safety. You're either completely finished with it and you're walking around like me without a mask or anything, which I'm not completely over it. I'm self-employed and I do my own thing, so do what you want to do. But I think you cannot make people wear masks. You can't tell them they can't go out anymore. It's been enough. There's not enough statistics giving anybody the reason to stay inside. I think if you live with or around or exposed to people at high risk, the elderly, the severely obese with former problems, yes, be responsible. Try to take as much hermitship or self-isolation as you can. But other than that, man, it's time to go. It's time to move, baby. And we got businesses, man. Businesses are moving. People are ready to get back to work. People are ready to get marketing again. My phone has been blowing up, ready to get back to people wanting marketing and wanting content and stuff like that. So big things coming for us here at the Road to Redemption podcast and the Matt Case production. Guys, make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends. 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It's going to come up quick. Just as quick as the 500 came up. I think we did it in like 3 weeks? Nah, we started at the very beginning of the quarantine. So whatever the beginning of the quarantine was to today, technically it was like Friday night we hit 500. But so from the beginning of the quarantine to Friday, it took us to get, from like, I think we were at 320 subscribers to 500. So bang, we could do that. We just got to double what we did the first time and bang, we're there, baby. So if every single person that watches the show goes and tells a friend, boom. But make sure your friend subscribes. Don't just let them watch it. And they go, oh, this guy's awesome. I love it. I'm going to tune in next week. And they say, did you thumbs up? I didn't. What, did you subscribe? No, I didn't do that either. Did you hit the bell next to it so you at least knew when Cam's going to put a new video up? I'm going to be very honest, I didn't do any of three of those things. And then that's where you have to decide, am I really hanging out with the right people in my life? Are the people in my life doing things at a standard level that will push me to be better, like subscribing to Cam and the Road to Redemption / Mac Hayes Productions YouTube channel? Guys, that's what it means. Somebody messaged me and says, what the fuck? This is their actual message. What the fuck does your name mean? And first I thought they just meant Cam Williamson. I said, well, actually, long story short, my name, Cam, means crooked nose. It's Scottish, which is crazy because I'm Irish and Italian. I'm not Scottish at all. But they gave me Cam, was a chief, a Scottish chief, crooked nose. It's Cam. Williamson, I'm pretty sure, is very Italian. It's got some Scottish in there, origin as well. But that's not what he meant. He meant my YouTube channel. It's R2R X, which is a slight tip of the cap to the XX crew over at Machine Gun Kelly and the EST crew. But it's also just a divider. R2R Mac Hayes Productions. Now, what is Mac Hayes Productions? R2R, Road to Redemption, Ready to Rise. One segment of the production, separate. Mac Hayes Productions, anything relating to cannabis, a day in the life, the backwoods. My name is, people say, what does Mac Hayes mean? It's all these names, Cam, we don't know what it means. We have no idea. Ask. Jerks. Just ask. Mac is Cam spelled backwards. My middle name is Hayes. Mac Hayes. Hayes. Smoke of haze. Man, it looks fucking terrible. Guys, that's it. That's it. That's it. It's time now. It's time for you guys to go back. Is this the part in the show where I'm supposed to say, guys, this is the part where you go out this week and you wake up, right? You wake up, that's the first thing. You wake up determined, with your goals written down next to you, with the boom, 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 slowly starting to boom, 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 build, the beats building as you're getting up and you see the goals that you wrote down. Then you're waking up, turning on the Road to Redemption podcast. Boom. Here's my voice coming to you over the airwaves. Now you're, oh man, you're fired up. You are so fired up, you can't fucking wait. Now you're in the shower. Bang. You've turned me off, you've paused me for a minute because I'm more enjoyable in the car, really. I'm not much of a shower guy. I've got a low-toned voice. I carry. I'm tough to be around in the morning, you know. My voice really does carry. If you've listened to me through any sort of Bluetooth audio, you'll know it's a lot. It's a lot over an acoustic space. Anywho, you turn me off. You turn on some Machine Gun Kelly, and we'll see how much of this I can get away with. No, I'm not. I'm not getting in trouble. Bullet for my Valentine. We're going, showering, rocking out. Remember, we got it. Visualize the goals that we wrote down out of the shower. Dry off. Get a little putting on our best. SauceUnlimited.com is definitely the best. See what I did. And then you go out and slay.